Howdy, 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 y'all. This is Alex Calise reporting live from NAMM, and I am here with R.A. and Jesse from Breedlove Guitars. How you guys doing?
Doing great. Thank you so much for having me.
Great, thank you.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about Breedlove. I've been hearing about you guys a lot, actually, in the media. Are all the guitars handcrafted in Bend, Oregon?
Breedlove Guitars, yeah, we're based in Bend, Oregon. We've been making guitars there for over 25 years. We make a lot of guitars there in Bend, Oregon, and we also we have entry-level instruments that are made overseas as well. So we actually, we have a lot of different products at a lot of different price points. But yeah, we spend a lot of time and a lot of passion building guitars in Bend, Oregon.
That's awesome. I love the Pacific Northwest. It's beautiful. So Jesse, tell me a little bit about yourself. You're one of the Breedlove's endorsing artists.
Yes, ma'am. I've been with Breedlove for about a half a year now, right?
Yeah.
And it's been great. They've taken care of me. They have great stuff. I love the way they play, the way they sound. It's able to be an extension of who I am as an artist and being able to write a song and perform. It's great stuff, man.
Awesome. And what guitar are you holding there?
This is a Pursuit Exotic, and this is a Companion. This is a brand new guitar. We're unveiling it today at NAMM. And so this is a brand new body shape, and it's a small travel-sized guitar with a big guitar sound.
I personally love the way it plays. I think for a travel guitar, it's well balanced, and you've got the ability to be plugged in as well. It projects really great. It's got a very clear sound as well. Very comfortable as well for even a travel guitar. Like I said, very balanced. Plays great. Sounds great.
Asking, what kind of wood are we talking?
So this is called Myrtlewood, and Myrtlewood is a tone wood that grows only in Oregon and a little bit in Northern California, but it's kind of near and dear to our heart in the Pacific Northwest because it only grows there. It's a very sustainable, beautiful, amazing sounding tone wood. It has really amazing figure and coloration. Is very distinct, and every guitar is really different and kind of like a snowflake in the sense that no two sets are ever alike. So when you get your guitar, it's very unique to you.
It's beautiful. I was checking out the back actually when you were playing. Can you show the back to everybody there? That's beautiful, beautiful finish. So as far as this guitar here, would you also recommend it to, I guess, people that are, just learning how to play for the first time? Because it seems like something like, a young kid could pick up very easily and play.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a great point. The really nice thing about this guitar is its convenient size. And whether you're on the road and you're traveling, or you're just learning, or you're a kid and this is your first guitar, it's really a great little shape that's going to be very convenient and easy to play. The nice thing about it is it's going to be tuned just like a regular guitar as well. But this is a really easy fretboard to move around on. The setup's really nice. The action's low. So for a beginner, an intermediate player or an advanced player, you're really going to get a really great sounding, really fun guitar.
And in terms of the frets, the number of frets, is it the same as it would be a standard guitar?
Yeah, and yes, it is. And in the past we have had a Traveler that you had to have a different tuning and that sort of thing, and unfortunately that's a little bit complicated when you start playing with other people or different keys. So this guitar it's just like picking up a full-size guitar, and it actually has a lot of sound and projection, like Jesse was mentioning, that you don't always get from a smaller guitar.
Right.
Because a lot of times smaller guitars are a little bit more compromised on sound. You're taking convenience over sound quality, but not the case with these. So.
Right. And then how does the sound quality compare, in comparison with the standard size guitar?
A larger guitar body shape's probably going to has a little bit more internal volume, so it's probably going to have a little bit more projection, and it might be a little bit louder. But these are pretty bold guitars. I think. Do you want to give us a little demo?
We'd love to hear it. Absolutely.
See what it sounds like. Yeah, the nice thing about Myrtlewood is very balanced and has a lot of note-to-note clarity, and it's just very balanced along the lows, the mids, and the highs. A lot of people that take Myrtlewood instruments into the studio, the audio engineers really like these guitars. They don't have to do a lot of work to the Myrtlewood. Just inherently, it's a very balanced sound. I do some audio engineering as well, and there's not a lot of unwanted frequencies you have to contend with, which is pretty nice. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
And as far as that type of wood, do you see a lot of other companies, manufacturing guitars like that, or are you one of the few using that type of wood?
you don't see a lot of other guitar manufacturers using this wood. From time to time, I will see it out in the industry. It'll pop up in limited editions, limited runs, but it's really a wood that we started working with about 25 years ago, and we've kind of really learned how to get the most out of it and kind of pioneered the use of Myrtlewood,
Right.
which is cool.
And is it all over the state, or is there a particular, section of Oregon in which it grows?
I don't know if you've traveled up the Oregon coast, which is beautiful, but basically from the redwoods in California, along the coast, all the way up to about the middle of the state, like around Port Orford, that's the whole range of this species. And so it grows right there in that little corridor. It doesn't make it over the Cascades into the rest of the state. It's a very small little window, geographically speaking, of where it grows, but it's very plentiful and it's very sustainable,
Right.
which is cool.
That's awesome. So do you have like relationships with loggers and stuff out there?
What's very cool about Breedlove too, with all of our USA made guitars, we don't utilize clear cut anything. There's a lot of clear cutting that happens in our state and in a lot of forests in general. We don't use clear cut wood. And so we work with a select group of folks that go out there and they find old down, salvage trees.
Right.
And so they're taking, no clear cut woods or anything like that. And so they're working really hard to find, really sustainable, but also not clear cut timber, which is super cool.
And then what else do we have here? You have
Okay, so
another guitar you're showcasing.
So we wanted to bring you guys something from the USA Custom Shop. And so this is just, everyone loves Cocobolo. I mean, how could you not?
It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful tone wood. So this is a Legacy Concertina. This is our smaller body guitar. But yeah, we just wanted to bring something really pretty to show that the guys just finished in the custom shop. And do you want to give them a little comparison?
Yeah, please.
Quite a different tone.
Yeah. Or I can take that one.
Musical chairs.
Saying, like, in terms of the resonance, it's a lot more full-bodied, obviously, but
It is.
beautiful.
And this is Cocobolo is a really dense wood. It's so dense that Cocobolo will sink in water. So very, very dense. And so we have to work really hard to get the most out of this wood and also make a guitar that's not too heavy.
Right.
We have a really cool process called sound optimization. And so what we do in the factory in Bend, Oregon, is we analyze every single piece of wood for its own unique characters. If you think about a tree growing in the forest, that tree can vary up to 30% in its density within one tree. So if you build every guitar to one spec and treat every piece of wood like it's the same, you're going to have a 30% variation potentially in your final product.
Right.
So we analyze every single piece of wood to analyze its density, understand its features of that specific wood, and then cut it to its exact dimensions based on its uniqueness.
Oh, absolutely. And who did the design and the sound hole there, and then on the fretboard too?
So this design was done by Angela Christensen, and she is our head product designer, and she's also an amazing artist herself, and she's amazing at inlay, and so she came up with this design, and it's just a really elegant, beautifully executed inlay.
Yeah, it's almost like Celtic looking.
It is, very much so.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Well, you guys did a great job with the guitars. I'm really, really excited to have heard them. Thank you so much for joining us today. Appreciate your time. This has been Alex Calise live from NAMM.